evening, everyone. And it did not go as it was supposed to. Why not? I don't know why. Oh, that's why. It glitched on which screen I was showing it. So I'll just dump it over here. And welcome to the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. And hang on, let me get rid of this banner down here. The one, okay, there we go. All right, Gray Man Prepping. It's yeah, okay, yeah, Gray Man Prepping. It's been a wild day today, and I'm a little flustered here. All righty, so we got that there, and let's go over here. Let me go ahead and drop that down so I can get out of the way, and then I can say hi to everybody and get up here, make sure I can get the I'm going to get the patch set up here. So the news is ready to come up here. Holy moly, nuts. Now I got 17 news articles. A bunch were sent to me by Kaylin. So let's go to the top. And first one in was Rebel Canners, followed by Shady Hill Homestead. Then Cruise 1351. Then the Aquatic News Network, which was strange. They didn't show up here till after I was saying hi to everybody and doing stuff, and then they popped back up high. So, anyways, after that, Shadow Scout Swede came in. Then Walt Rogers. Everybody's chit-chatting back and forth big time. Daniel Berry Sports Highlight came in. Angels Homestead. Kaylin Strain. Here's one I missed was My Views, Your World. Welcome. From the Philippines. And let's see what else we got here. Howie, Food Forest Permaculture is here. And there we go. That's it so far. All right. So let's get to the news, because there is a boatload of them. Not just from over in California, but from other places across the nation. And there, one of the articles that Kaylin Strain sent me comes on the heels of several other states doing what they're planning on doing there. So let's go with the first one. Let's see. The first one here. Tuberculosis outbreaks at Bay Area school prompts class cancellations. Let's look at it. Oh, but we got rid of tuberculosis. No. You just had everybody cleaned up enough and doing proper things, and now the new generation's getting lazy, not doing it, and their parents didn't realize what their parents were teaching them, and they did not pass it on. So, the school is prepared to shift to modified instruction according to the school. All right, so a Catholic high school in San Francisco has prompted officials to cancel class last Friday. Three tuberculosis cases have at the Archbishop Royden High School. The first one was confirmed in November. Okay, so they're shifting to a modified instructions or hybrid learning. Yeah. Never mind. I'm not going to delve deep into that one. Because every other time in the last year and a half where I've seen TB come up on something, the carrier was from out of the country, from another country, which does not require immunizations or something. Anyways, yeah. So anyway, that's the problem with that. All right, we got Diana's in here. Joe Primal's in here. Cool. All right, so next news article or headline. Oh, hang on to your seats, folks. You think it was bad out there where of all the snow? Highway 99 in California, going down through the Central Valley there, where all the crops are grown and stuff like that. 59 vehicle crash shuts down both sides of the freeway. Yeah. And I can tell you exactly what happened. It was a slightly foggy day, and a couple of people weren't paying attention and were booking it down the road. Bam, into somebody who ran into the fog and slowed down a bit, and they just kept on doing their 75 miles an hour. All right, next one. California, and so far only California, is launching a probe into allegations that TikTok censored posts critical of Trump and ICE. Why weren't they investigating TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and all the rest of them when they were actually doing censoring people, both first about the president back on his first term, and then about the Red Dragon in 2020. Anytime anybody said negative about it, they banned their things and stuff. Why isn't the great nuisance looking into probing against those things? Because those were for the left. Those were in support of the left-wing nuts. This is not in support of the left-wing nuts, even though back when Obama was president, the same head of ICE got a presidential award for all the millions that he deported back then, because it met their strategic thing at the time. All right. The one Kaylin sent was one of the schools in Iowa. Scholastic Spotlight cursive in the classroom. And so they're teaching cursive again. Next, they're going to be teaching ancient hieroglyphics. But sorry. But yeah, they're because students don't know how to sign their name. Well, yeah, they should teach them how to sign their name. But the problem with why cursive dropped out is because people get so lousy, and instead of doing nice, pretty letters, they go, blah, 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 blah. What's that? Well, that says, that's what did I write? Oh, I wrote that there. And it's like, people can't even read their own cursive. That's why they stopped teaching it in the schools. Sorry, that's the way that goes. Next one here. So actually, that's not only happening just in Iowa. There's a couple other states that are thinking about doing it. Holman makes this is from the Epic Newsroom. Holman makes a major announcement in Minneapolis. They're drawing down the number of ICE because a lot of the counties and cities have given the governor what's its face the finger and said, we're no longer going to follow your rules of not holding illegal aliens that we arrested for them. We're going to hold them and turn them over to them so they can get them out of the country and stop raping and murdering our citizens. So so they had such a huge of this law enforcement giving Waltz the finger and start obeying the law and holding these people, and all of a sudden in a week, I was trying to let me see what it says in here. How many was it? It was it was like in a week's time they took out they only have some of them. They took these were ones arrested by city and state police and counties. 14 people who had homicide convictions, 87 with sex-related offenses, 28 gang members, 139 people who had assault convictions. And so those are the type they were going after. You know, they're the ones that they're, oh, we need to protect these people. They're innocent. Bullshit. And they, boom, got rid of them. Yeah. And they are deploying extra body cams to every officer in the field. Pros. As available funding comes online. All right, so that's that one. Go ahead and get rid of that one real quick here. All right, now we're down to 12. From the great state of California, IKEA is going to open new plan and order stores in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I didn't go into that one because, I mean, that one just came out. And so, so it's a store focused on design and consultation and order pickups. So you don't go. It's not a big store that you go wandering around and get your stuff pulled and stuff. It's, you know, you order stuff and they come there and you pick it up there. Yeah, 4,000 total were picked up in the state in the last week. Thanks, Kaylin. All right. This one I didn't really get a chance. The headline is Pro Billionaire March. So let's find out what the Pro Billionaire March is. Oh, they got some other ones in here too. Okay. All right. Pro Billionaire March coming to SF. Is it a joke? Under it says, vilifying billionaires is popular. Losing them is expensive, according to the March for Billionaires website. So because the Great Nuisance and Pelosi and the other professional demon rats living in California are trying to tax billionaires, they've lost so many, not just the billionaires, but their companies out of California, that they are hurting hard for tax base. Oh, we'll just tax these people. The companies go, no, we're gone. Cool. Excellent, Diana. Okay, now that was the main headline on this email. The next one right below it, and I can tell you exactly what, that this is a Democrat. I mean, a demon rat. San Jose therapist accused of sexually assaulting toddler at child's home, police say. Yeah, that sounds like one of them Epstein-style demon rats, as it. Yeah, that happens more often than you would believe in California. I'm just going to read the headline. Not going to delve into it. Cancel Atlantic School Board meeting sparks outrage from parents. Yeah, I got a feeling that they were going to talk about something they didn't want to talk about in front of the parents, and they're trying to find a way around it to do it in closed session so they can pull something off that that parents don't want to have happen. All right, Iowa's coming up. Iowa lawmakers. This is the next headline. Question the Des Moines public schools over superintendent hiring failures. So yeah, they since this illegal alien posed as a U.S. citizen and got hired as the superintendent of schools for the Des Moines Public Schools until he got found out. But yeah, and so the lawmakers are really digging into finding out how this could happen. And one of the things they're going to do is figure out a way to stop it from happening again. This was very embarrassing for them. And it also didn't help the schools with the stuff he was doing. New bike registrations proposed for Iowa, drawing strong reactions. Let's look at that one. Go into that one here. All right. Bike owners froze. Take advantage of the warmer weather while they can. New restrictions could be forthcoming that could significantly change where and how personal transportation devices be used. The bill's creators said safety is the primary goal. Cycle enthusiasts warned could effectively end biking as many Iowans know it. We believe this is the most anti-biking bill in the history of the state legislature, said Luke Hoffman. Hoffman is the executive director of the Iowa Bicycle Coalition. He said House Study Bill 637 takes overly aggressive approach to regulation and could have long-ranging consequences. We really think this bill uses a chunk and chainsaw when a scalpel is much a better fit as a tool. The proposal would overhaul Iowa's rules for bicycles, e-bikes, scooters, and personal transportation devices and places them under one unified set of regulations. The support for the bill is coming from law enforcement organizations across the state. Blah, 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 blah. A bunch of them are mouthing off about it. The problems span much further than just e-bikes. Okay. Traditional bicycles were included under one bill. As written, legislation would provide the devices, regular bicycles and stuff, from roads with speed limits over 25 miles an hour and introduce new safety riding rules, significantly increasing penalties for violation. Sounds like a money grab to me because, people try to bike to work. Well, they're not going to be allowed to bike to work because most, streets they go on are 35. I know up in Idaho Falls, we got 40 and 45 mile an hour streets with bicycle lanes. Sounds like they need to do some better planning rather than just saying, "Oh, we're just going to make limit everybody," which is utterly stupid. All right, yeah, Iowans need to find out who's behind that piece of legislation and vote them out. And let them know they're being targeted specifically from that. Okay, this one I didn't get a chance to look up on it. Hang on a second. I got to look something up here so I know exactly what's going on here on it. This is interesting, just from the title of it. Okay, let's get back here. All right, so the headline is Iowa lawmakers advance bills that would ban plant-based stimulant KRATOM. And I looked it up. And it is listed as it's a tropic tree native to Southeast Asia, where leaves have been traditionally used for centuries as a pain reliever and stimulant. In the United States, it's been widely used for self-treating pain. Oh, no wonder why. Because the pharmaceutical companies can't market it and take control of it. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what that one. I can tell that's what that one's all about. Because even here in far right Idaho, it's legal. So yeah, somebody there got paid by Big Pharma to put this to try to get this bill passed. Stupid idiots. Newsom is urged. The great nuisance is urged to rein in AI. This wasn't sent to me from the one in the news organization I pulled stuff from in California. Caitlin sent me this, and this was from AOL News. Labor unions urge Governor Gayman Nuisance and California lawmakers to rein in artificial intelligence. On Wednesday, urged him to protect workers as artificial intelligence threatened to replace or surveil employees, and warned that failure to do so could hurt his presidential ambitions. Oh, they're slapping him right where he doesn't want to be slapped. Yeah. He cannot spend his time waiting to be done in California, thinking he's going to get big questions about true issues surrounding AI once he's in the presidency. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with the unions and stuff and the non-union people behind it too. It's AI is running amok. It needs to be reined in and have it do baby steps, not graduate to a marathon, right out of the box. Okay. This is a good one here. Banks told not to bail out cryptocurrency markets. No crap. There's nothing to back them. That's like going to Vegas and trying to say, oh, we need to bail out anybody that loses at Las Vegas at the slot machines. No, it's stupid. So yeah, banks are being told. Who's telling them? Treasury the Treasury Secretary said banks cannot bail out crypto. Yeah, that'd be utterly. I guess some of them were trying to do that. Thinking they're going to get interest on it. And it's like, no, it's going to go belly up here. So, all right. National restaurant chains of many in California are closing. It says hundreds of locations. Yeah, over 500 locations closing across the nation. That is Pizza Hut is closing down 500 locations across the nation. And it says generally these are underperforming stores. I'm going to skip the next one and cover the other two first. I'm going to come back to the last one here because I think you need special attention. I got to go in and see what this one's about. This other one here is pro-ICE billboard removed. Ooh. All right. Controversial pro-ICE billboard removed in San Francisco. So the controversial billboard promoting immigration. Freezing up here. I'm freezing up. I don't know if you can still hear me or not. Everything's freezing up on me. Don't go away. Okay, looks like I'm back. It looked like, yeah, yeah, it's trying to get me to. All right, so Windows 10 is not supposed to be receiving any more updates or support from Microsoft, but it is still pushing against everybody. Still has Microsoft 10 trying to force updates that will make them switch to 11. So, and so what it did is it shut down. It shut down several of my web browsers. Okay, so let me get this set up here right here. So I'm here on this one here. And I'm trying to get things to go open back up here. And there we go. All right, getting stuff back up here. Okay, so back to the story. The controversial billboard promoting immigration and customs enforcement that appeared in San Francisco earlier this week to kick off Super Bowl festivities has been removed, the officials said. The digital billboard appeared at Fisherman's Wharf had at least 3 rotating sides that cycled through references to the Super Bowl. One side showed an agency holding a trophy with a caption, "Defensive Players of the Year, ICE." Yeah, so the city told them to take it down. Guess what? The city's going to get all sorts of fines over that, because that is, like, they can be charged, whoever in the city did it, they can be charged with sedition of the Constitution, because they're violating the First Amendment right to freedom of speech. And it's a government organization, city, that's doing it. So they can get nailed big time for that. And I hope they nail them big time. All right. Okay, so let me get out of that one now. So yeah, that's what's going on there. The communists in San Francisco are trying to subvert the constitutions, and so yeah, that's going to come down on them. All right, so this I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it until this email out. Missing person Nancy Guthrie, age 84. Southern California. Okay. So this was Pima County Sheriff's Department. So evidently the ransom demand for her for Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, came from Southern California, and the man was arrested this morning on it. So yeah, let's see if she was returned safely. Southern was arrested Thursday after sending a phony ransom demand to the relatives. A phony one. The mother of the Today show host, who remains missing after her apparent kidnapping. Okay, so it appears that she was kidnapped, and this guy was just trying to get money from the family, and it was a fake one. So yeah, he got arrested. Dumb crap. All right, now for the last one, and this is Kaylin sent me this one here. And I am 100% behind this. English only driver's license exam proposal advances in the Iowa House. Proposal advancing in the Iowa House would prohibit this Iowa Department of Transportation from offering driver's license exams in any language other than English. Yes. would eliminate current exceptions that allow those to be taken, would eliminate the current exception that allows those exams to be taken in another language. Lawmakers support the bill say is because English is Iowa's official language. Driver's testing should only English. The test should only be conducted in English. Opponents argue that offering the exam in other languages does not harm public safety. Yes, it does. And ensures drivers fully understanding of the material. No, it doesn't. Florida is eliminating the driver's license in any other language than English as well, because you get these people from other countries who get to take it in their language. They can't read those signs on the road, and they pass it. They pass it because they study for the test. They pass it. They still don't know how to drive trucks and cars here in the United States. So yeah, so that is one thing I've always been for, is that all government testing needs to be done in English only. I'm sorry, my ancestors, when they came from Germany, first thing they learned to do, they went to school at night to learn how to read and write in English. My ancestors that came from France went to night school to learn to read and write in English. The ones that came from Norway had to learn to read and write in English. So just because we're in a modern time, they shouldn't have to. Yes, they should. They're coming here. They need to adapt to our culture, not make our culture adapt to the one they left because it was bad. Sorry, this really turks me off. But they are finally getting around. That's the same thing with voting ballots. Ballots need to be English only. Period. All right, so that takes care of that. And let's see. All righty, so tomorrow, next week's live stream for the Midnight Ride. Hang on, let me grab something here. So, from the City Council, got the newsletter from the City Council today. That's after having the city clerk come over and talk to me for about an hour or so to get my opinion on stuff for setting things up here for it. Public hearing is scheduled for February with a 40% overall increase notice to allow for public discussion. Because what we were going over, there have been 3 one-time increases for water and water only since the water project back in 2000, when they got the city's water tank installed and everybody had to get off of well water. That tank is going to be come under inspection this summer when it's warm enough to do it. But they haven't had a cost of living increases. The only reason why they got the one increase was upon the completion of the water project. As part of getting the funding for the water project, they had to separate water and sewer into separate accounts because they're separate things. They never had. And they told they needed to do that, things they needed to do because of it. Well, one of the things they did as part of the water project, they got the tank installed, upgraded the pumps back then, and every house or every home in Basalt here got a meter. the city at the time, who was the mayor at the time, and the city council decided not to read meters. Oh, that's just going to make people mad if we start charging by what they use. Hello, they should be charged for what they use. Anyways, so this is the big meeting next Thursday that's going to run over. The meeting starts at 9 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Mountain time. Usually it runs about an hour, hour and 15. So usually I start that Thursday night, midnight ride a half hour later. I have a feeling that it's going to get turned into an hour and a half to 2 hour meeting, because some people just don't get it. Why are you raising our rates at all? Some people have been complaining, why are you raising it all? They should never go up. And like the city clerk said, we're not a charity. We're losing money. We're gonna go bankrupt, and the county or the state's going to take over, and then they're going to raise your rate 50% on the water, if not 100%. But yeah. Anyways, so that's the big meeting on it is increasing the rates, because we have a I think we have a $5,000 or $10,000 buffer in the water account right now. So anyways, yeah, get involved with your city and municipalities meetings and stuff. They work. Remember, they work for you. They're not supposed to dictate to you. You're supposed to tell them what you as a citizen want. All right. So let's lighten the mood a little bit here. Let's bring up some funny memes here. See if I can find the trying to find which ones I did here. Was the last one I did? I think I showed that one. Let me bring it up on the side here so I can see, look at a better view at it. Oh yeah, I was past that. I was past that one there. And I need to go up here. It was here's the first one. I don't have as many this time as I did last time. So let me open this one here up. And there we go. All right, so this next meme I found extremely funny, and I forgot to share it with Garden State Gardener, because those of you who used to watch Garden State's Sunday Fun Day live streams will know why. And boom. Mom, this is just all fabric. I know, the weatherman said we'll be snowed in for days. Hey, Tammy, harder. Yeah. Time to get a grassroots thing going to and then blatantly recall the city council. All right, next one here. Yeah, these she wasn't stocking up on milk and bread and toilet paper. She was stocking up on essentials, quilting materials. This one I got specifically for Chef Tech, but he's not in here tonight. I'm going to have to send it to him. And those that can't read it, I'll read it to you. Excuse me, but your cat keeps eating the food you put out for me. The raccoon is carrying the cat back in the house. This is another one of those signs that makes me realize that we need to put an emphasis more on learning the English language rather than writing in cursive. Due to unforeseen circumcisions, the dining room will be closed. Open for takeout and delivery only. Hey, Chekhov's in the house. Oh yeah. I wonder what they're taking out. All right. I know this one's bad. You can say shame on Gil, but I saw this. Yes, I fell out of my chair laughing. I'm a railroad buff, so I really fell out of my chair laughing on this one. Attention liberals, ICE is now using trains. Please stand on the railroad tracks to block them. Okay. A friend of mine put this one up, and this one is just absolutely true. So many people inspire me to be nothing like them. Yeah. This is a quote from Ulysses S. Grant's speech at the annual reunion of the Society of the Army of Tennessee at Des Moines, Iowa, September 29th, 1875. If we are to have another contest in the near future of our national existence, I predict that it'll be a dividing line. It will not be the Mason and Dixons, but between patriotism, intelligence on one side, and superstition, ambition, and ignorance on the other. And if you knows what was going on today, it's just, he would definitely be saying a few more choice words because he was a blunt man. There are no blue states, just blue cities telling the rest of us how to live. However, I notice a problem with two of these. Down in Arizona, they have Coconino County, which is a red county, as blue. No, the one below it here where Phoenix and Tempe and Mesa is, that is a blue county. Up here in Idaho, they have the county up by Snowbird Ski Resort as blue. No, it's a county over here where Boise is the blue county in Idaho. And then the one up here by Coeur d'Alene is blue as well. But yeah, it's, whoever put this together didn't do their full research. But yeah, it is basically true. It's blue cities that are trying to tell the rest of the country how to live. This was, I forgot to put the name on it. Oh, from the Samuel Adams, I believe this was Samuel Adams or one of the founding fathers. This was one of the founding fathers that said this, and I found a lot of quotes up, but this was the best looking one, and it didn't have his name on it. I was going to put his name on it. We shall have no real hope to survive the enemies arranged against us unless we hang the traitors lurking amongst us. We can't say that today because that's offensive. Well, what the other people are saying is more offensive. All right, and let's see, next one here. Oh, yes, and of course, Groundhog Day was Monday. Yeah. This one I fell over laughing too because they're trying to ban Pepe Le Pew because they call him a misogynistic male chauvinist because he's always hitting on the ladies. But he was not found in Epstein's files, guys. And this one is this tags on to a lot of stuff. We've been hearing stuff about this. Breaking news: end of fake food. The White House announced a total ban on red dye 40 and yellow. Yellow 6. and processed oils, including canola oil, cottonseed oils, others in school lunches. So one of the last things of the soon-to-be defunct Department of Education is, nope, sorry, you can't feed these to kids. And for the gardeners out there, we mustn't set the seeds yet. But we want to. We want to. Yes. Happy Groundhog Day. And here's another one. Spam. It's groundhog. Literally, you look at the ingredients. Ham and ground pork shoulder. Yeah, it's groundhog. Yes, yes, yes. All right. This is going to tie into another one I got to throw up here real quick here. Let me go back out here and bring this one up. And that was this one here. Let me put down low so it gets bigger. So they're working on a convention of states to pass a resolution limiting power, term limits, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. One of the things I wish they would do in the term limits is also to make it so that any federally elected position or appointed position must be a wrong. There we go. A naturally born American citizen, and not a anchor baby position. Someone who is legally born as a U.S. citizen. All right, that's my feelings on that. Uncle Al's in the house. Woohoo! Yeah, there's way too much crap going on with these ones that aren't even born here, getting into Congress and trying to turn us into a Sharia law state for the nation. So yeah, that there. All right, everyone. That's what's that's all I'm going to be talking about tonight. We lost about 10 minutes there with the Microsoft forcing Chrome to re-update and do stuff. Anyways, so coming up here tomorrow morning here on Gray Man Prepping is I'll be proofreading The Scout and the Ninja, Book 1, Chapter 1. Come on, where we go. And so that'll be I go live at 11 o'clock Eastern on every morning, going through my novels as I'm doing final proofreading and editing on it with you guys. Because if I'm not reading out loud, I miss a lot of stuff. Because my mind goes, it's like you read those signs that are, letters are mixed up, dyslexia, this, that, and people can just read it normally. Well, that's what I do when I'm just reading something. When I'm talking it, it's totally, I spot the stuff. Yeah. So that's tomorrow morning at 11 is chapter 1. Saturday is chapter 2. Sunday is chapter 3. All right. Tomorrow on Camp Patton Family Compound in the evening, the topic is home grocery store. Rebel Canners is going to join me on that one, and we're going to talk about how you can set up a healthy home grocery store and use it to actually save money. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow night on Camp Patton Family Compound. Saturday, with Shadow Scout Swede, I just drew a blank here. Topic, hang on. Let me look up here. When I look at the ideas I sent him, it is, knowledge is power. What is in your library is the topic. Saturday for Shadows live stream at 2 o'clock Eastern time. And I'll be up there with Chef Tech and World Survivalist, UK Urban Prepper, and a couple others as well. So Sunday, I just got the one in the morning. Monday, again, I'll have the live stream in the morning at 11 o'clock. Monday night is canning meal bases. Basically, you create a meal base that can be used for several different meals, and that's what we'll be talking about on Monday. Tuesday, back here on Gray Man Prepping in the evening, is physical training. Do what you can do. We're going to talk about ways that you can start out gently and get yourself back in physical shape. And then, of course, then it's the midnight ride on Thursday. I'm working with another channel. Hang on here, and that her name's Pam, and it is, her channel name is shoot. Crap, what the hell is that? Get rid of that. I don't know why the AI is trying to get in there and rewrite my emails. What's her? Come on, show me. Campus Creek Homestead. There we go. Campus Creek Homestead. Hopefully next Wednesday I will be. She'll be interviewing me, so I'll be live on her channel, and I'm going to share it to both my channels here as well. So that should be next Wednesday. Yeah. No, I disabled Gemini. This is just plain, AI overview. It's like, so anyways, that's it for tonight, everyone. Stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps: water, food, medicine, clothing, canning jars, good canning lids. And we recommend Superb. We don't get any kickback on it here. And get yourself an extra canner as well. All right, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you around.